unmuted.
Good afternoon, July the 30th, 2015. Time to wrap it up for today. We had a pretty good day of trading today. Started off basically seeing resistance 2100, 2105. Had our first sell. We thought they'd get stops above the overnight session at 4 to 6. We quickly lowered that. When the market opened, we set a sell stop at 94.50 was an appropriate trade. We talked through this trade right here. Had this trade right here that we talked through. We went to break even on that. So we made some money on that. Then we got away, covered all the other markets. Our buy was in the 85, 87 area. Number 2 buy, and that held up pretty well. So pretty good day trading. Today we got our answer. We wondered if the just the run up into the FOMC market was based on tendencies into the FOMC meeting, or was it based on the Fed's announcement, where it sounded a little more dovish that perhaps they won't raise interest rates sooner. Maybe it'll be later. Hard to say, but the trades worked out pretty much as envisioned in this particular market. So what do we have for the E-mini tomorrow? And right here, as yesterday's went up, we have an outside day that tends to lead to a trading range day. Excuse me, let me get on the right one. Damn it. Okay, we have an inside day that tends to lead to a trading range. So we got resistance at 2105 plus or minus, and right now we have support at 85 plus or minus. We're at the top end of the range. The easiest trade to see will be failure to take out yesterday's highs. So this screen says trading range. The F2 screen says a P. We do have some news tomorrow. We have employment cost index. No one pays any attention to that, but hard to see, with as tough as it is to get a job these days, that number's going up. Yeah, lead you to think that the books were cooked on that too. Chicago PMI at 50. It's a surrogate for automobile production and consumer sentiment. Michigan sentiment, now called consumer sentiment, at 94.1. That's a very small sample, 500 people. So the focus will be Chicago PMI and Michigan sentiment. First sell is going to be sell failure to take out 3 to 5. Then 9 to 11. On the buy side, 95, 97. Then 90, 92. So we're going to have support. Start out tomorrow with support 90 to 95 and resistance basically 2105, 2110. That's it for the E-mini. Okay, when the auction is complete, it usually gives us a pause day in the financials. Like I said, the dealers who have manipulated the market all week long to move the paper are sidelined, balancing their books, making sure everybody got what they did, making sure that all positions are closed out that need to be closed out, and the cash buyers have satisfied their needs for 2, 5, and 7-year paper. This screen right here says we can be a seller. And the action this week was in puts. It was not in calls. Tuesday and Wednesday. On Friday and Monday the action was in calls, and they got that called pretty close to what happened. And looking at the F2 screen, definitely a P, but you can see that volume is moving lower in the distribution, and this volume way back here is kind of holding the market. So we've got our attractor up here at 2701. Got a high today of 29, so selling failure to take out the buck is the first trade. Then 3 to 7 will be sell 2, and I would think it would take selling in the E-mini to turn this market around and take it higher. The auction took place at 26.5. Here we are at 26. So 21 to 17 buy 1. I think we can do better than 25s, and then 9s to 13s buy 2. News focus once again will be Chicago PMI expected at 50 and consumer sentiment at 94.1. Looking at the bond, knob spread did a little better today. Pretty strong market, and that's the thing that we have going in this. When the knob spread's expanding, this baby can really run. So we have volume right here at 55.12 that eventually stopped the market. If we did an I split right here, that's the auction. So we've got resistance at 8 to 12 and perhaps 16. Sell failure 8 to 12. Then we've got a high over at 28, then we'll make it 23, 27. You got to give this contract room. On the buy side, the auction, the low of that was 28. So 25, 29, that's where support is right now. And then we'll make it 17 to 13 for buy 2. Okay, gold. And we're still stuck in a trading range. Not a hell of a lot going on there. And you can see we got a pretty good selling. 1105. Haven't really made it up there. The seller's at 1100. We got buyers below 80. Right down in this area, and we're currently at 89. So 94, 96, sell 1. That's where resistance is. 82, 80, buy 1. Try to work the edges. 99 to 01, sell 2. And 75, 77, buy 2. And may have to move those numbers inside based on where we are. Just not a lot going, not a lot of volatility in this market to work with. Crude oil, inside day. Again, that usually means trading range. As long as we stay below this 49.50, 50 area, this market can sell. Do like the short side of the market better because of the daily oversupply. We have did a J split right here. We have a new distribution lower. So 48.75 to 49, sell 1. 25 to 50, sell 2. Think we're headed lower. We had the breakout down here from 48.06, so 48, 48 and a quarter, buy 1. 47.50, 47 and a quarter, buy 2. Trying to pick up this area right down in here, these London lows. Some good trading in the room today. We had some good contributions by the members. It's the way it works. When Chris Scherer gets back and gets Don Manning set up, we'll take a look at how he looks at the market. And idea level, and he's got his own triggers in the charts that he looks at. Really likes London, and the reason everybody likes her, we'll take a look at the London market, is that it's where the turn happens, or can happen. They're the world's second largest money management center. They got a lot of clout, and as our rules and regulations increase, I would not be surprised to see London the head of the investment and trading world in the not so distant future. Lower high, lower low, this market's being sold. You can see big picture stuff. 108.50 is a pretty good place to buy it. 111 plus is a pretty good place to sell it. It's 2.5 point trading range. This thing moves 2 to 3 points, so it all fits. And there's your split. We're looking at a B. So our tractor is 108.80. Our low today was 109, so first buy is where support is going to be, 109 plus or minus. And 108.75 for buy 2. I've got this spill from 49.50, so 109.50 plus or minus 5. Then 75 to 85 for sell 2. That's it for July 30th. Tomorrow will be the end of the month. It's the first month of the third quarter. There won't be a lot of incentive for money managers to sell indexes. So pause day with an upward bias for as far as the E-mini goes, big picture. Not a lot of incentive for people to come in and sell anything. Most funds that are based on the markets we follow are buy only funds, not get short. And so there's not a lot of reason to come in and bang on the market on the end of the month, end of the quarter, end of the year. Y'all have a great evening. We cool down today. We heat up again tomorrow with humidity to match. We got some pretty good rains today. So it can be like being in Mississippi. I'm out of here.